Entrepreneurship is the ultimate transformation, transforming nothing to something and something to everything. That small idea, a 2-minute conversation, that passerby moment, all have one thing in common. They're all simple starts to something much bigger. A Big Bang Theory of innovation. Listen to the stories of innovators, dream chasers, and plate makers, and how they took their nothings and transformed them into unimaginable and limitless somethings.
The top 3 skills needed to be an entrepreneur: hustle, drive, and balance. My name is China Coleman. I am the owner, founder, and executive director of BioTrendz Laboratory and Screening Services, LLC. I'm originally from Suitland, Maryland, but I moved out to Waldorf about a couple of years ago, so I represent that PG County. Whoop whoop! Crossland High School, class of '09. That's me, that's your girl. Where I'm from influences my work so much. Growing up, I grew up hard. I had a hard life. I had a very rough life. I was a teenage mother at the age of 15. So I knew that I wanted my future to be bright. I wanted my kids' future to be successful, to be abundant. So where I come from definitely paves the way for me for why my future is so bright. BioTrendz Laboratory and Screening Services is a medical laboratory and a drug testing center. During COVID, it influenced me to try to figure out how can I help the community, how can I help the world. I had a very good mentor, her name is Toya Wallace from Florida. She put me on to opening my own drug testing center. So I became certified through her, and once she got me started and told me everything I needed to do in order to make my business successful, I took it from there and ran with it. So we do everything from COVID testing, diagnostic lab services, non-DOT drug testing, DOT drug testing, DNA collection, hair follicle testing, oral swabs, everything possible of diagnostic lab services we do. The challenges I face on a daily basis, being looked at as I'm not the owner. Because I'm young, I'm Black, I'm a female, they're surprised, well, some are surprised when they come and get serviced by me. So if I was to run into a conflict with a patient that comes in and they want their supervisor, they're shocked or their jaw drops when I say, it's me. There's no one else you can talk to, it's me. They don't think that I am the image or the ideal person of an owner of a business, or if I can be sitting around a table with people who I want to invest in or be potential business partners with. But once my mouth gets to going, and once they see that my paperwork is in order and I know what I'm talking about, them challenges are definitely not no challenges no more. So right now we're just a medical laboratory and a drug testing center, but in a couple of months, I plan on opening up a urgent care. So I have partnerships right now with doctors, nurses, CNAs, RNs, LPNs, all different people in the medical field, and I want to open up an urgent care. And I want to focus mainly on children and women because we don't have a lot of that around here in Charles County. NAS services will be offered to males, but I do want to just focus on children and women first. My biggest inspiration, I would have to say, is my family. And when I say my family, I'm meaning the entire bloodline of what I have. I've come from a family of hustlers, and I was raised to go and get it by all means necessary. We come from a background of hustlers, background of business owners. From my dad, RIP daddy, all the way from my uncles who from New York, they're from the islands. They come here and they made and paved the way for us. That is my inspiration to know that I cannot drop the ball. So being a business owner, you have to be open to learning every day, all day, the ins and outs of everything in your business. When you're a business owner, you're the owner, of course, you're the HR person, you're the accountant, you're the janitor, you're the receptionist, you're everything a part of your business. So for me to continue to be successful, I have to expand my knowledge. I am fine being called a sponge. That's what I am. So what I do is I find people who have experience, and I mean years of experience of doing this business. I have no problem asking for help. When you're a business owner, you have to ask for help because you don't know everything, and you can't sit here here and be successful and act like you know everything, because you don't. There will be times where you will fail. There will be times you will pass. And then also you have to be teaming up with successful people. You have to be teaming up with like-minded people. If you're not around like-minded people, there are people who aren't thinking like you are going to tear you down. So I am a part of a circle who people don't like to say, but are doing better than me. And they're doing better than me, and I'm learning from them so I can be on their level. Being a business owner, it does take a lot of your time. But one thing for sure, my family always come first. My business hours are my business hours. And also being a business owner, I'm able to make my time fit in my schedule. That's the great of being a flexible business owner. And I also have employees underneath me as well, who if I have a doctor's appointment or if I have something to do or my kids have something to do, I would have them and I'll delegate tasks to them and have them to complete those tasks for me. The keys to success is patience, faith, hard work, and life balance. I had a supervisor who always told me that he would never die behind his desk. And I took that and ran with my entire career with that. And that falls on balance. How can you be successful, or how can you run a successful business if you're dead tired, if your mind is groggy? You should not be up 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning trying to run your business and then wake up hours later and think you're going to have a successful day, or you think you're going to have the energy to be able to run your business. It doesn't work. You may could do it maybe once or twice, but no. So you have to have that. And faith. God is in control of everything. He helped me with this. I cannot do this without him. And support. You have to have a wonderful, great support system. My husband is the greatest support system I have ever had. If he knows I have a late meeting, he's there with the children. He's making sure the house is ran. And he works too. My brother, a big support. He comes in when I need him to. He'll sit here if I have to run out. He'll do the handiwork around here. My friends will come in here and tell her work while she's in here. And it's just the support. You have to have that support. The mantra that I live by is Revelations 2:10. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. Again, God is good. God is everything. He gave me all of this. Now, yes, I am a sinner, but I am a believer. And I believe in God, and I believe God will take this away from me if I don't follow him. Hobbies. Not anymore, but my children takes up my time. Those are my hobbies. I have 4 beautiful, wonderful children, and they keep me busy. Outside of the lab, they keep me busy. I used to model, but I like to just be with my friends, have a good time, go listen to some live music, eat crabs, because you know every Maryland girl loves some crabs, sip a little cocktail with my little girls and have a good conversation. That's me, just social butterfly. The advice I would give to inspiring entrepreneurs is that you can do it. Look at me. You can do it. I'm just a regular Suitland, Maryland girl who grew up rough, and now I'm owning this entire enterprise. And you can do it. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do it, because you can.